Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Friday. We've got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. Working our way to 22.3K subs, so keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below, guys, to get in on the action. Really good promos, especially with FanDuel. New customers bet 5, get 200 in bonus bets, and a free trial of NFL Sunday tickets. So take advantage of that in the description below, guys. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Big slate today, coming off a rougher day yesterday. Yeah, I didn't do too great, but that's how it is. We bounced back. Big slate today, starting with the Baltimore Orioles versus the Detroit Tigers. Baltimore opening up as road favorites at -150. Detroit +125 with the over-under at 8. Baltimore coming into this matchup 83-64. Detroit 75-72. Pitching for Baltimore is Zach Eflin with an ERA at 3.65. Currently, it's undecided for Detroit, so we'll see who ends up pitching for Detroit once that info does get announced. Eflin, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Only giving up 5 runs in 3 starts, so he's pitched pretty well. Baltimore, bit of a struggle here. They're 2-5 in their last 7. Detroit coming off a Colorado loss yesterday. They're 7-1 against Detroit, so they've been good head-to-head against Detroit here. Like Eflin on the mound, we'll see what the pitching is going to be like for Detroit today. But I like the Orioles here. I like Eflin. Uncertain about the pitching for today for Detroit here, so we'll take Eflin and we'll take the Orioles on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Kansas City Royals versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates opening up as home favorites at -125. The Royals +105 with the over-under at 8.5. Royals coming into this matchup 80-67. The Pirates 70-76. Pitching for the Royals is Alec Marsh with an ERA at 4.66. Pitching for the Pirates is Luis Ortiz with an ERA at 3.26. Marsh, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Ortiz, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Now the Royals coming off a Yankees loss. Pittsburgh on a 4-game winning streak, coming off a 3-game Miami sweep. Royals 1-7 on the road, 1-7 on the road against Pittsburgh. They really struggled against Pittsburgh here. Ortiz has been solid. He had the 3 runs in his last game, but back-to-back games prior has not allowed a run. Yeah, Pirates are hot right here. Royals just struggling on the road, and I'm liking the Pirates here. Nice stretch for them, playing well. I'm gonna roll with Pittsburgh at home today. Next matchup, we got the New York Mets versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies opening up as home favorites at -155. The Mets +130 with the over-under at 8.5. Mets coming into this matchup 80-66. The Phillies 88-58. Pitching for the Mets is Jose Quintana with an ERA of 4.09. Pitching for the Phillies is Aaron Nola with an ERA of 3.46. Quintana, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts, only giving up 1 run in 3 starts. Nola, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. The Mets coming off a Toronto win. The Phillies on a 3-game winning streak, coming off 3 straight Tampa Bay wins. They're 8-2 in their last 10. They're playing very well right now. Both teams playing well. The Mets 4-10 against the Phillies, 2-6 on the road against the Phillies. They've really had their struggles against the Phillies here. Nola, he's had good starts, coming off a rougher start. Quintana been very good on the mound though, but yeah, with how bad the Mets have just been against the Phillies, especially on the road. I mean, it's been pretty rough. Phillies 5-0 at home. I think I'm going to lean with the Phillies at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the Miami Marlins versus the Washington Nationals. Nationals opening up as home favorites at -150. Miami +125 with the over-under at 8. Marlins coming into this matchup 55-92. The Nationals 65-81. Pitching for the Marlins is Edward Cabrera with an ERA of 4.88. Pitching for the Nationals is DJ Hers with an ERA of 3.82. Cabrera, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Hers, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Miami coming off a Washington win yesterday, 6-3. Nice win for the Marlins. They're 15-5 on the road against Washington, where they've been really good here. I'd say a pretty even matchup. Cabrera hasn't been that bad. Yeah, nice game for the Marlins yesterday. Still nice dogs today in an ugly matchup. I'll take the Marlins plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Boston Red Sox versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at -145. Boston plus 120 with the over-under at 8.5. Boston coming into this matchup 74-72. The Yankees 85-62. Pitching for Boston is Tanner Houck with an ERA of 3.24. Pitching for the Yankees is Clark Schmidt with an ERA of 2.34. Houck, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Schmidt, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Boston coming off a Yankees loss yesterday, 2-1. They're 6-2 on the road against the Yankees. Overall, they've been good against the Yankees. Yankees been struggling. Aaron Judge has been struggling. He has not played good at all. So the hitting has been pretty bad for the Yankees here lately. A lot of low-scoring games. I still think Boston's good dogs today. You look at how he's coming off some rougher starts, but I'm just not in love with the Yankees offense right now. And yeah, I'm going to take a shot with Boston plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at -130. St. Louis plus 110 with the over-under at 8. Cardinals coming into this matchup 74-72. Toronto 68-78. Pitching for the Cardinals is Eric Fedde with an ERA at 3.39. Pitching for Toronto is Kevin Gausman with an ERA of 4.09. Fedde, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 1 strikeout. Gausman, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. St. Louis on a 2-game winning streak, coming off back-to-back Reds wins. Toronto 3-7 in their last 10. They've just been playing very poorly during this stretch they're on. St. Louis 8-4 against Toronto here. Been good head-to-head. Pretty even pitching matchup, I would say. And yeah, I think St. Louis is a good dog today. I'll take a shot with St. Louis plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland opening up as home favorites at -175. Tampa Bay plus 145 with the over-under at 7.5. Rays coming into this matchup 72-75. Cleveland 84-63. Pitching for the Rays is Zach Littell with an ERA of 3.83. Pitching for Cleveland is Tanner Beebe with an ERA of 3.56. Littell, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Beebe, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Tampa Bay, big win against Cleveland yesterday, 5-2. Tampa Bay 4-1 against Cleveland. They've actually been very good head-to-head here. Littell's coming off some decent starts. Beebe, he's decent. Gives up some runs here. Not sure I want to pay that big of a price for Cleveland, considering they struggled pretty bad yesterday. I think I'm going to take a shot with Tampa Bay plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we've got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Atlanta Braves. Both teams in a pick'em scenario at -110 with the over-under at 8.5. Dodgers coming into this matchup 87-59. The Braves 79-67. Pitching for the Dodgers is Landon Knack with an ERA at 3.0. Pitching for the Braves is Spencer Schwellenbach with an ERA at 3.78. Knack, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Wellenbach, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Dodgers coming off a Cubs win. Atlanta coming off a Washington loss. Dodgers are 4-1 against Atlanta, so they've been good head-to-head here. Pretty even pitching matchup. I would say both pitchers giving up a couple runs. This one's tough. A pick'em scenario. I'm going to just roll with the better team in a pick'em scenario. And I'm going to roll with the Dodgers on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the Oakland Athletics versus the Chicago White Sox. Oakland opening up as road favorites at -125. The White Sox +105 with the over-under at 8. Oakland coming into this matchup 64-83. The White Sox 33-114. Pitching for Oakland is Brady Basso with an ERA of 1.93. Pitching for the White Sox is Garrett Crochet with an ERA of 3.83. Basso, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Looked really good in his only start of the season. Crochet, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Oakland coming off a Houston loss. The White Sox, they're coming off a 3-game Cleveland sweep. Didn't really play well in that series. White Sox 0-15 at home. I love what I saw from Basso in his first start. Pitched very well here. And I mean, we're at the point, we just bet against the White Sox. That's kind of what we do. Give me Oakland on the road. Next matchup, we got the Cincinnati Reds versus the Minnesota Twins. Twins opening up as home favorites at -220. Cincinnati +180 with the over-under at 8. Reds coming into this matchup 71-77. Twins 78-68. Pitching for the Reds is Julian Aguilar with an ERA of 5.06. Pitching for the Twins is Bailey Ober with an ERA of 3.77. Aguilar, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Ober, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. The Reds coming off back-to-back St. Louis losses. Minnesota coming off back-to-back Angel wins. I mean, if you look at the last 3, it's really dead even pitching matchup. Over had that 9-run game a couple games ago. Aguilar had a 6-run game against Oakland. Not sure I want to pay -220 or higher for the Twins. Not a team I really want to pay that much for. Seems risky to me. Give me the Reds +1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Cubs versus the Colorado Rockies. Cubs opening up as road favorites at -145. Colorado +120 with the over-under at 10.5. Cubs coming into this matchup 75-71. The Rockies 55-92. Pitching for the Cubs is Javier Assad with an ERA at 3.14. Pitching for the Rockies is Austin Gomber with an ERA of 4.50. Assad, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Gomber, his last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Cubs coming off a Dodgers loss. Colorado, they're coming off a Detroit win. The Cubs 6-0 against the Rockies here. They've been very good head-to-head. Pretty even pitching matchup. Gomber been a little bit worse. But we're taking the better head-to-head team here. And we're taking the Cubs on the road. Next matchup, we got the Houston Astros versus the Los Angeles Angels. Houston opening up as road favorites at -205. LA +170 with the over-under at 8.5. Houston coming into this matchup 78-68. The Angels 60-86. Pitching for the Astros is Yusei Kikuchi with an ERA of 4.31. Pitching for the Angels is Sam Aldegari with an ERA of 2.45. Kikuchi, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Aldegari, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Houston coming off an Oakland win. Angels coming off back-to-back Minnesota losses. They've been very spotty here. Haven't really got anything going. Houston 12-6 against LA. 6-2 on the road against the Angels, where they've been really good. Yeah, taking the better head-to-head team and better road team here, and I'm gonna take the Astros on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona opening up a slight home favorites at -115. Milwaukee -105 with the over-under at 8.5. Brewers coming into this matchup 84-62. Arizona 82-64. Pitching for the Brewers is Freddie Peralta with an ERA of 3.81. Pitching for Arizona is Eduardo Rodriguez with an ERA of 5.83. Peralta, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Rodriguez, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 1 strikeout. The Brewers coming off a Giants win. Arizona coming off a 3-game winning streak, back-to-back wins against the Rangers. Looked very good in that series. Milwaukee 1-5 against Arizona, where they've had their struggles. The pitching matchup, not in love with both pitchers, giving up a lot of runs here. Peralta's given up 6 in his last 3. Rodriguez, he's given up 12 in his last 3. I don't love the pitching matchup here, especially for Arizona. I think I gotta take a shot with the Brewers here. I do not like Rodriguez on the mound. He's been getting lit up here. Give me a Milwaukee +1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Texas Rangers versus the Seattle Mariners. Texas opening up as road favorites at -115. Seattle -105 with the over-under at 7. Rangers coming into this matchup 71-76. Seattle 74-73. Let's see. Pitching for the Rangers, we got Jacob deGrom on the mound. Looks like he's getting his first start of the season. We know how elite deGrom can be. So nice to see Jacob deGrom back on the mound here for the Rangers. Then pitching for Seattle is Emerson Hancock with an ERA of 4.76. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. And yeah, we'll see what deGrom looks like. I mean, obviously one of the best pitchers in the league. Hasn't pitched this season. His last 3 starts last season only gave up 1 run. So yeah, we'll see how long deGrom pitches today. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens. And it's looking like Max Scherzer is supposed to start Saturday. So the pitching rotation is looking really good for the Rangers here. Rangers beating Seattle yesterday 5-4. Even though they've struggled against Seattle here, man, yeah, we're getting deGrom on the mound. Kind of excited to see that, and hopefully he pitches elite like he has been. Gonna roll with the Rangers on the road on this one. In the last matchup, we've got the San Diego Padres versus the San Francisco Giants. Both teams in a pick'em scenario at -110 with the over-under at 7. Padres coming into this matchup 82-65. The Giants 72-75. Pitching for the Padres is Dylan Cease with an ERA at 3.71. Pitching for the Giants is Logan Webb with an ERA at 3.46. Cease, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Webb, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Both pitchers been getting lit up here lately. Cease, he's given up 12 runs in his last 3. Webb's given up 13. So yeah, both pitchers getting toasted right now. Padres coming off a Seattle loss. Giants coming off a Brewers loss. Padres 3-6 against the Giants. Haven't played that well against the Giants. Yeah, pitching just been bad for both these pitchers here. Who's been good this season, but they're just on a bad stretch, which makes it really tough to bet on. Yeah, in a pick'em scenario, man, I'm gonna just take the home team here. Both teams giving up a lot of runs. Maybe the over could be a play today, but yeah, I think I'm gonna take a shot with the Giants at home in this one. That's gonna be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Friday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Saturday. Have a good one.